Hello, everyone's. I am here for Game of Thrones Season 8, Episode 7. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're returning, you a family member, one of my peoples, welcome back. I'm just gonna say it. I was highly disappointed by this last episode, and I spent this whole week looking at conspiracy theories and different people's reaction to Game of Thrones last episode, and it's like I have too much Game of Thrones information going on I was like, okay, let me, get out of my feelings about what Dany was going through last, episode. And maybe she's not mad. Maybe this is anger. And I was like, okay, let's break this down. From the jump, she was taken for her family home was taken from them once her daddy died. They was in hiding for a while. Then her brother sold her off to the Dothraki. She lost her child. She lost her husband. At one point, somebody tried to kill her. Drogon flew off with her. Then she was kidnapped again by some other Dothraki. Was going to be forced, live with the Khaleesi tribe, but then she got away from that. And then it's like all these things, on one on top of another. She lost Viserys. Then she lost Rhaegar. She seen her best friend get killed. Then the man that she fell in love with, come find out that's her nephew, and he's the rightful heir to the throne. I was thinking, maybe this is anger. And I was like, well, maybe Samwell Tarly, he can find something in his maester book, give her some type of, therapy. Therapy wasn't around back then, some therapy to help her control her anger. This is what I was thinking last episode about from what she's been going through. Then I was thinking about Jon. Maybe this was preparing Jon to be on the throne. Everything he'd done in his life. He was treated like he was a bastard, so he wasn't, treated fairly. Ned loved him and all, but he couldn't tell him the truth. He went to the Night's Watch, somehow became the, commander of the Night's Watch, and he had never had no real power. And then it was like, okay, y'all killed me, my duties are done. He went and fought Ramsay, killed, take down Ramsay's army. So he took back Winterfell, and then bam, we want you to be king. Didn't ask for it, it was thrust upon me. Don't want to be king of the North, you gonna be king of the North. Okay, then finally, he need help, because the White Walkers are coming. Okay, Dany, you want me to bend a knee? I didn't really want to be king. You the queen. Well, not so fast. You are Aegon Targaryen, 6th of his name, protector of the realm. You gotta be king. So I was like, Jon, this was preparing you to be king. And I was just mad that I didn't get that. And this episode showed me no, Dany, she is probably some anger issues, but she was slowly going crazy. And again, I did not like this episode. But we starting off, and we see Tyrion just looking at the aftermath. Jon looking at the aftermath. I think Sir Davos looking at the aftermath. And Tyrion's like, you know what? I'm going to walk off by myself. I do not need an army with me. I'm going to just go off to be out by myself. He was going to go look for Jaime. Grey Worm is about to execute the last of Cersei's army. But Jon was like, we won the war. Why are you executing him? Well, I was put in charge of executing all of the Khaleesi's army enemies. They are her enemies, therefore they should die. And Jon's like, you know what? We won. Do they really need to die? Do you see all this destruction? There is people right over there still burning. We don't need this. But Jon's like, I need to go talk to Dany right now. This is not cool at all. Tyrion finds Jaime and Cersei up under a pile of rubble. And I was like, the only thing that could have made Cersei's death better for me is if after, all the rubble fell on them, Jaime, he dies, and she sits there and sees him die, and she's still, alive, in excruciating pain, bleeding internally, and seeing him die. That's the only way that would have made me happy. But no, she died. Probably quick and painless. Right, just like that. And I was mad about that, because she had the nerve, gall, and audacity to be like, Jaime, I don't want to die. Didn't you burn like the whole scepter up with the green fire stuff? You are not above killing folks. But now, oh Jamie, I didn't want to die. Getting on my nerves. Question. How is there so many Dothraki and Unsullied left? Because I thought we got rid of a good portion of them when they was, fighting the Night King. Like, it's so many Dothraki left. It's so many Unsullied left. It didn't make sense. I didn't get it. Much like this whole episode. It's like it was too many of y'all left. Like, I know we had like miles and miles of y'all. But when they was fighting the Night King and all this stuff, didn't like almost all the Dothraki die? Or was it like some Dothraki, Unsullied, then Dothraki in the line? I didn't get that. It's like, as many was sitting there in front of, Daenerys, it shouldn't have been that many left. I know I can't be the only one thinking that. Grey Worm, he done got him a promotion. Dany's going on about, yes, we have conquered, Cersei and her people, but we are going to continue to go on and conquer all over the world. Jon is looking like, okay, she was showing it just a twinge of crazy. We're going to free everyone. The Dothraki starts clapping. Drogon, he getting happy. The Unsullied, they, banging their little swords and everything. Everybody happy. But Tyrion's like, he walks up her and is like, yes, I freed my brother, but you killed a whole bunch of innocent people. He takes off his pen and throws it to the ground. And the Unsullied, they was chanting, and it was like, stop. Then she took him off. He finna die. I just knew they was going, and Tyrion's head was just going to roll down the stairs right then and there. Like, he knew him taking off that pen, he was going to die. Like, he was already going to die because he let Jaime free. But it was like, I can't follow you no more. You did not have to kill all those people. You could have just flew over there to the Red Keep, killed Cersei, killed Qyburn or whatever that dude's name was, and killed the Mount all in one swoop. And those people been like, yay, you set us free, woo! You ain't had to kill all those innocent people. You didn't have to do that, but you did. So Jon goes over there to talk to Tyrion, and Tyrion is basically like, I've seen some evil. She's gonna do more evil things. I was there for her when she was, liberating people, killing people because they was evil people, and we was cheering her on. The more and more people she was, setting free, and the more and more people she was killing, the more and more powerful she felt. Like, this is my destiny. This is what I'm going to do. And he was like, Jon, you know what you got to do. And Jon was like, yeah. And he's like, do you believe that your sisters are going to bend the knee to Dany? Because I know Sansa's not. I was like, yeah. So Jon goes over there to see Dany, and she's spitting all that. We gonna break the wheel together. We gonna be together. And they say, Jon just like stabs her in the gut. And I was like, whoa, like it was that fast? Like, I thought it was going to happen, but I didn't know for sure if it was going to happen. But it happened. I was like, oh. Drogon, I don't know how, but he like senses that, she didn't die. He's flying around and like all that other stuff. He comes up, see his mama on the ground. Like, oh Lord, take my dad, not my mama. And he looks at Jon. And this is when I knew, Jon, you gone. But then I was like, you Targaryen. Can you not get her with fire? Because I know Viserys, I know that wasn't fire. It was like some molten gold. But, Viserys got him a new helmet made out of gold, and he just died. So was Jon gonna die? But Drogon was like, ah! And then he just like burnt the Iron Throne up. Like, look here, if my mama can't get the Iron Throne, you not gonna get the Iron Throne. And the only reason you still alive because you Targaryen and you are a dragon. I was like, okay, that's good. Okay, yeah. I thought Jon was gone. Next thing you know, he done swooped Daenerys up and just rolled off with her off into the sunset. I was like, I guess he was gonna bury her. Like, I didn't know what he was gonna do, but that was the last time we seen Dany and Drogon. Tyrion, he's on trial for, basically, I guess, treason. Jon's on trial for killing Dany. And it's like, it's time we get, like, a new king or queen. Now, it never, at one point in this conversation they was having while Grey Worm, he in charge now, I guess, did anybody say, y'all know Jon is the true heir to the throne. He is Aegon Targaryen, 6th of his name, protector of the realm. At no point nobody said that. Now we know Jon don't want the role, but if we gonna get Jon out of prison, we need to be saying something. But Sam was like, instead of all the higher up people, why don't deciding things? How come we just don't ask everybody? It's like, ha ha ha, let everybody vote, ha ha ha. It's like, what's wrong with that? Now, Sam, he was well above his time. But Tyrion was like, why don't it just be Bran? Bran knows all, sees all. He shut a window, came back to life. Yeah, he ain't gonna walk, but like, shouldn't Bran be king? You want to be king, Bran? He's like, why you think I came back here for? Of course I'm gonna be king. Duh. He didn't say that, but he should have said that. But Jon, he is sent back to the Night Watch, where he'll never have land, no wife, and no children. I'm like, you basically back where you started at. Well, not started, like, the first season you went to the Night Watch. And you back there now. But it was good that, Jon and Ghost was reunited. But I was like, what happened to this right here? It's just gone. Did it get bitten off by a white? I guess it didn't, because then he would be like a White Walker too. But it's like, what happened to his ear? It's just gone. They're no more. Just gone. Somehow, Sansa, she is the queen of the north. Not really, they didn't really, say how that happened. It's just, she come in with her dress all, just being theatrics. She theatrically sits down, they put a crown on her. Oh, hell, Queen Sansa. I'm like, how did she become queen? I thought Bran was king. He was like, no, don't want it. She gonna be queen. It's like, who knew that at the end of the show that Sansa was gonna be on the Iron Throne? Sansa. We talking about back to season 1 Sansa, where we couldn't stand Sansa when she was going against Arya because she was so up and was that doggone homicidal maniac, which was Joffrey. Sansa is now queen. You couldn't have told me that happened. I was so disappointed. Like I was disappointed that Arya didn't be like Gendry, you know what? I went over there and tried to kill Cersei. I've seen some mess. I won't be your lady, but we can get married. I will be a sir, but I will not be a lady. But now she talking about some, I'm going past Westeros. So she's selling out past Westeros. Then lastly, Jon, he leaving, Castle Black, and he's just rolling off with the wildlings. I thought that was your punishment, going to Castle Black to be part of the Night Watch, which I didn't know anybody was left with the Night Watch. But you just gonna roll off with the wildlings. Now I'm happy, we got to see Tormund, which he still should have been with Brienne, and I'm mad about that. But like, that's just it. Him and Ghost. Tormund and the wildlings, we just gonna go off into the wild, cut to black. Like, really? I was so disappointed. This is the last episode ever of Game of Thrones. Not coming back that we know of. They could always bring it back, but it didn't make sense. I didn't get any of it. How is now Sansa, how is she queen? Where is Jon going? What's good? Don't know. Yeah. I was so highly upset, and still am upset. Gonna be upset for a while. So y'all, that was the gist. If I left anything out, by all means, leave a comment below. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Feel free to subscribe. It's free all day, every day. Free 99. If you're returning, you a family member, one of my peoples, welcome back. Tell their people to come over and be one of my peoples. This is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.